It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. Call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Check first down. Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He's able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Washington.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. On 2nd down. It's Jacobs, and he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On the play, and it's 3rd down.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on the gain there, second and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear them now, third and goal. They'll run with Jacobs, and he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal.
Down and goal.
And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Tackle made by Chase Young.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep, and on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
Run it down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. 54 Mike. Check. Watch.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
He's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
26 Mike. You ain't doing nothing. Check. You ain't doing nothing today. 26 Mike. Check. 26 Mike.
Wilson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going, and being able to make a play on the football.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. His throw caught at about the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. 25 yards for the touchdown. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after here coming up. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Seahawks nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The 49-yard line.
A throw out wide here, caught by Pettis. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a carry for Jacobs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And again this time to the tailback. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Haskins. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Nickel Roby brings him down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
26 months, 26 months. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Switch, switch, switch. Look out right there. 26 months. Watch a slant, watch a slant. Watch a slant.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
26 months, 26 months. Wrap it, wrap it. Wrap it, wrap it.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
That's right. Right there. 54, right there, 54 months.
Now it's Haskins. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today.
Fourth down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. They'll run it with Jones. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. They always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. To throw is Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now Haskins on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On second down, Jacobs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Washington.
Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the fourth.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey, man. Watch the deep. Switch. Bang, bang. Check 99.
Jacobs now. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second and 8 coming from the 19.
I'm coming. Hey, check Mike 57.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Ball carrier. He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Washington on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He may try and run for this. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Haskins on the keeper, and he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. This time, Haskins will look to throw. Steps away. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
Complete to number
From 10 yards out.
Touchdown.
And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Point after, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll try and run it, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And that'll set him back 5. On 2nd down now, it's Carson. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. picked off by Landon Collins. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They go play action with Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face second and long.
56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Y'all playing the wrong football. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
And long.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
56. Check 56. Come on, baby. 56.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. Forced out to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
56. 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike, 56.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Play action. It's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Second and 10 now, Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Here's 2nd and 9.
56, Mike, 56, right now.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now this time he'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's finals, Washington 17.
So it's Washington getting the victory here, and they did it in shutout fashion. Impressive.
Would it be too bland of a statement to say they didn't have the greatest day offensively? I mean,
did enough, though. Did enough, but yeah, you're right.
Most games, it wouldn't have been enough. So they've got to go into the locker room and applaud their defensive mates and say, guys, you really carried us today. We'll try and get you back next time. But as for today, you guys were nails out there.
So for Washington, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.